Well, you better not get happy, but if your day is crappy, it's the Michael Mara Show. Other shows may be richer, but this legendary bitcher is all you really need to know. You've been waiting for a while, now it's time for you to smile. It's the Michael Mara
This episode of The Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by the TMOS Amazon portal. Remember to click the Amazon link at tmospodcast.com before you shop. It's that easy. Thank you. Now on with the show.
Hi, this is Sarah Silverman. Why don't you stick around and see what happens next?
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine. And what excitement we have today.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
So good to see all of you.
I'm looking at a lot of different monitors and I'm playing with my shot because it's like when we get this, it makes it go the other way. I'm good.
When you say
some saliva down,
when you said
Josh
what does
was
this
just making
what?
me laugh. Here it is. Right before we were taping, Rob said he's going to run out and get a soda, and I was taken back because I said the last time he was almost dead, the doctor had said stay away from soda, and I said, well, I hope it's not a sugary soda. And then Josh held up a seltzer, said, no, it's one of these. And then you came back to the show and you had a sun-kissed zero.
You're both right.
And then you invoked the name of your father who, we used to drink them.
Right.
And
like a protection method. Like,
No,
don't
it
make
was
fun of me
just
for a
an-
soda because of my dad.
It had nothing to do with that. And by the way, Josh, I do have a seltzer as well. I have a Polar lime soda or a flavored seltzer.
lime's
But
the
are you
worst.
supposed to be drinking even diet soda at this stage
Yeah.
with your most recent health scare? Weren't
I've
you
been
supposed to?
I've been prescribed to drink it. I have to drink it.
He's lying.
I am lying. He said there's no. He said the sugar is the problem, and everything has been taken away from me, and I want something bubbly, and I'm trying to find what's best as far as diet sodas, which mostly suck. The seltzer is a good compromise, but I like sometimes a little more flavor than that.
And I'm not anti-soda. I just know Mike was set
I'm
up
not
to
drinking a soda right now.
Right.
I drink a liquid
But I know
IV
you
and
were
then I
set
drink
up-
a Diet Coke.
You were all set up to yell at Rob about having a Coke. And then he comes out with the sun kiss and his dad, and then you can't say anything.
Well, no,
And that's
he
what
should-
was making you laugh.
That's what you were laughing at. Okay.
Yeah, I was laughing at it. He shut you down.
Well, it wasn't meant to shut him down in any way. It was just what popped to mind, and it's why I tried this particular brand. As my father would drink a lot of beer, especially when I was around, we'd drink a lot of beer together. And he didn't drink much after dinner, so we'd tend to eat late, and we'd drink beer, and we'd drink beer, and we'd drink beer, and then we'd eat, and he might have one or two more beers. But when he was done drinking beer, he would open up an orange soda. And he liked Sunkist Zero, and that's what I think of when I see it. That's
Okay.
all. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it wasn't meant to as a tactic, certainly. It was just what was on my mind.
No, I didn't think it was a
But
tactic.
Josh accused me of having a tactic with it. He said I was trying to shut you down,
Well,
when
no.
in fact I wasn't.
Whether you
No,
had
you
a
were.
tactic or not. No, whether you had a tactic or not, it did shut down Mike. Whether
Well,
it
no,
was planned
what
or
you
not,
see,
it did.
I've worked with Mike longer than you, and it wasn't that Mike was shut down. It's just that Mike stopped caring. He was done. I answered the. I mean, am I right?
That
No,
could work.
it's
Yes,
the
I'm
same-
right.
It's the same thing that my concern is that you don't do anything you're not supposed to do. I get freaked out when I see you take a pull on a like a nebulizer
Vape.
or a breathalyzer, or not a breathalyzer, a what are those things?
An inhaler, Mike.
An inhaler.
Yeah, and actually, I haven't used the inhaler in over a week.
Well,
I've been
that's
okay.
great. Okay,
Yeah.
because but I just freak out. And
You must
by
mean
the way,
like the Palmacort inhaler right here, which looks like something that could save your marriage. But instead, this is not a type inhaler like, an L-shaped one in the old
I'm
days.
sinking in my chair.
You
here.
are, and
I
I'm
don't
trying
know
to
what's
match
going
your
on.
head level, and I
I'm
can't
trying
do
to-
it.
I got to get a new chair.
Yeah. Oh, wait, isn't that? Don't you have a really expensive chair though?
Yeah, that I've had for a long time.
Buying
Well,
a
if
chair
you
is
good.
if you
It's
want to
never
buy
been
chairs,
good.
Mike, if you want to buy chairs, make sure you send some to the junkies.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's
do
the
you know
problem
that
with
story?
chairs is you can't.
Do
yeah,
you know
the
that
junkies
story?
steal all the chairs.
No,
They steal the
didn't
good
steal it.
chairs. No.
No.
No, I when I took over the is it when I took over the afternoon show?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought as a gesture of goodwill that at that particular point we started sharing a studio, did we not?
Yeah, well, you were making efforts for all of us to get along because we had gone through an
Not
era.
that we ever didn't get along, but Don had some issues with the junkies, but I never
Yeah.
did. But I think I was.
You
my
were paying
whole-
them off to not judge you on Don's.
No, not at all.
Is what it sounds
We
like.
hold on a second.
Yeah, start over.
Let's go back. Let's go back to what happened
Yeah.
and fill in the blanks as best you can, Rob Spiewak.
Okay.
All right.
I was
Because you were there when I thought that we shared a studio, which we did. We
did.
shared a studio with the junkies when my show started. We
Right.
moved into the other studio.
We had one room that was known at when we started there as Production One. It was not the Air Studio. And what happened is they wanted to have a studio that was better suited for a larger show like the Junkies because they have 4 primaries and occasionally guests. So they moved the actual studio, the Air
Shut
Studio.
up, Winslow!
Oh, well, I'm glad you said Winslow because I thought perhaps
Michael!
shut up.
Michael, I'm trying to make a living in here.
Is my level okay, Josh?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. All right, so,
So
what
we-
happened?
because
They,
Mike's
they
level was
rebuilt
a
that
little
studio.
screaming.
It's twofold. We walked in and the chairs were terrible.
Yeah, it was horrible. They did everyone.
was
Also,
horrible.
it was
It was
like
terrible.
everything at CBS. It was a rush job,
And it was run down and it
it
was
was
not
horrible.
nice. And we had moved back from Rockville, Maryland.
another
correct?
rush job. Yeah,
Right?
And it was going to be. We had a certain person in management there, and we don't need to say names, Jeff Hedges, that was excited that all the shows were going to be originating from one building, and it was going to be a new time of synergy.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, he was excited about the synergy that we were all going to be in the same building together.
I
and we
didn't.
could-
I didn't. Even, I was not even aware of that myself.
He loved that. I mean, because we had
Well,
the Junkies in the
And
morning.
that was what was great about listening to WJFK then is the synergy that the shows crossed over because you were all in the same building.
But
and the
just
crossing-
before that, there was no synergy because we were largely from different locations, and the certain personalities that worked there didn't want to get along with other shows.
Yeah.
It was like there was a competition that you would want to reserve for another station. The competition was inside the building, and that's not healthy.
So when we finally got back, it's one of the first things that I did. I said, let's get
gesture
back
of goodwill,
to
yeah.
And Rob wanted to go there, I wanted to go there, and so we went back in, and then we were sharing a studio, and I said, these chairs are suck. I think it'll be a really nice gesture if I pop in 3, 4 new chairs, new office chairs to do that. And so I bought them and I put them in the studio. And then, well, you can take it from here, Rob, because they were not. It was a bit disappointing that the chairs lasted a week.
I believe within 2 days, there were holes in the arms of the chairs because
Leather armrests.
Yeah, nervous disc jockeys
Or
bored
vinyl.
on there.
They were
but I mean,
cheap.
still leatherette, but still
Yeah.
they looked fine. They were
Which-
brand new, but pens and
Which
pencils would
junkie
get
was the
poked into
picker?
them. I think they all were because
Oh
after
no! You remember the one you thought was the ultimate one?
you know what? I don't
It
have
was Cakes.
Cake seems to have that.
Do you
nervous
remember now?
energy.
Do you remember now?
I guess it makes sense, but the problem was
Cakes had fucking shredded
because he
one
didn't
of the
just
chairs that I bought.
he didn't just poke at them because once there were holes, then there was
He
picking.
started to pick at them
Yeah.
like an episode of The Birds.
See, disc jockeys are prone to do this. In old days, when microphone screens were metal with fabric like inside them, a lot of times you go and all the fabric would be gone because a bored disc jockey would take a sharpened pencil and poke all the holes out on the microphone, causing hundreds of dollars of damage because you're bored. Also, big hunks
Rob,
of the
hold
wooden
it. I'm
sides.
so sorry.
All
I'm
right.
so sorry. I haven't been doing my duty. We have to check in with somebody. It's time to check in with Larry Pennington today.
Oh, good.
We have to check in with Larry Pennington. If we could do that, Josh, I would really, really appreciate that.
Hello. I'm
We
Larry
met.
Pennington. Welcome to
there
my
he is.
thrifted home here in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. It is Saturday. We are going to go, well, we think we're going to go to the Blue Moon. They have that half-price happy hour. We might go to the club. We might go to the Top of the Pines. It's one of those we haven't decided. Chris and Ken are out of town. We usually don't get together with friends on Saturday unless we're all going to the country club, which
David
sometimes we
wearing-
do. But
what's
otherwise, we
David
tend to... That's one of our nights that is not set in stone.
Yeah.
So
I think this must be a recent one.
D-Day. We are a military family. Dave was in the Air Force 25 years, retired.
Okay.
Also in Vietnam. So we're wearing
go, Dave.
red, white, and blue. We have our wonderful little flag pins.
Are we gonna see
And I'm
what
wearing
Dave-
white linen pants, blue
He
belt,
likes those
my
white
blue
linen
boat
pants.
shoes,
Yeah.
and my
What's
gold
Dave wearing?
jewelry with my lapis ring to go with all the red, white, and blue. Dave is wearing one of those shirts we bought, that whole haul that we got in
One of those shirts.
Suffolk at Belk. He's got another one he's never worn tonight that he's wearing. And he's going to make it work for red, white, and blue. Let's see what he's wearing right now.
Let's see what
Here he
Dave.
comes.
Dave?
Oh, they have a piano. I wonder which one plays
Oh, and
the
he's
piano.
wearing
Oh,
his
Dave's- this is a
Nantucket
long
red.
walk.
Yeah.
That's his
This is
version
a
of the
long-
red for tonight. And he has that new shirt on, which has starfish and I don't know what else. It's
Oh, I
got.
think that hat cheapens the outfit.
I might agree.
And
we should
his
stand a little closer. I can't.
red,
not
white, and
Dave's
blue
style.
hat, his stars and stripes hat.
Stars
So,
and stripes. Yeah.
and it's hot. I'm wearing, this is,
is
that is Belk. The shirt's from Belk, the jacket. This jacket's from J. Crew. It is
Okay.
seersucker.
Okay.
And Bob's
Very
your
good.
uncle. Have a
There
wonderful
you
day.
go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Sorry,
You
Rob.
see, a hat can make an outfit or ruin an outfit. And I think that Larry had a nice hat.
well, I think you
It's almost
certainly,
like they wanted Dave to look silly.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion, but I mean, you certainly know hats and you know how to speak of hats.
That's true.
I get
Yeah.
that. But back
You know,
to the yes.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'd like to stick with Larry for one more moment.
Okay.
Because I got
All right.
curious during his video, and I went to ChatGPT and said, "Where did Larry meet David?" and it came out, and I said, "Where did Larry Pennington meet David?"
Are we allowed
And
to
it
guess
says-
before you reveal it?
Sure, but you're wrong. No
Okay,
matter
I
what
was
you
gonna
say, you're
guess-
not going to guess what this thing says.
My guess is that when David was in the service, Larry was in the USO.
Okay. All right. Stop it. Now he's, this is like a new toy that he can't play with.
Do you have a guess, Mike, where they met?
Yes. Josh, can you read
think creepy.
the GPT thing?
Yeah. According to available biographic information, Larry Pennington and David met at an elementary school where Larry was David's first grade teacher. They then later
No.
married, and after David's 25-year career in the Air Force.
That means there's quite an age difference.
It doesn't look like it.
No, unless
Well, I mean, that could be 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah, or Larry could have been, a very bright young man and got his degree early, or maybe David was left back a few times.
This is on an article about them on the Camp Rehoboth Community Center.
That's a great website. I'm surprised I didn't ever see it there. I'm
This
there
is
all
like,
the time.
I bring something to school, and then my friends play with it more than I play with it, and they ruin it for me.
I don't think we've ruined it. I don't think
No, I
we've
don't
No,
think
ruined
now
it.
we want to.
Not
We just want to
quite
see
yet.
more of David.
Yeah, we do. And I really, you know what? I hope that's the most recent D-Day that they filmed that, because if they've gotten into the habit of making long, swooping entrances like an MGM movie in the 1930s
Yes.
for
Yes.
David, I loved it. But I would like to know which one plays the piano.
I'm hopeful that the internet is wrong about this, and they screwed up a Larry and a David.
I'd rather not have you do any more prodding of this. This is
That's
fine,
what David said.
Josh, we put this into. Would you put this into ChatGPT for me, please? The word of the day is micro cheating. Micro cheating.
Does it have to do with the guy from Dirty Jobs?
I think it has to do with online following or commenting with someone who is not your significant other?
I've got a list of examples.
All right, great. Very good.
It would be flirting with someone through text or social media, hiding conversations with someone from your partner, keeping a dating app just to look, regularly liking or commenting on one person's photos, or having an emotional connection with someone.
Stop it right there, because the late, great HBS.
I was going to say, you're describing my father to a T.
One of the great micro cheaters. God love Kathy, who I gave a big hug to at the memorial service.
That was micro cheating.
That was
when you hugged her. I came up and I said, a little early to be hitting on the widow, isn't it, Mike? When you fly up north, cross state lines, and leave your wife at home.
That was one of the times where I went over to speak with her and got, I don't know what there's a term for it. When
Consoling?
you're speaking, when you're speaking to someone and somebody interrupts, somebody like completely comes in and carpet bombs that. That's
really not it, especially for an outside venue.
When someone all right, you know this. You've had it. We've all had it happen to us where you're talking to maybe the comments, and I haven't been looking at them today. Maybe they can help me with this. You're in the middle of a conversation, and it's somebody you really want to talk to. It might be somebody important that you want your quality time with, like a coach at a baseball game. I have the varsity coach who I've on 2 separate occasions been having a conversation with, and a person will come in, very pushy person will come in and will be
steamroll.
It will be interrupting my conversation and just take over the conversation. And I'm a pretty well-versed person in conversation, and I also know how to hold my own. So it's very disconcerting when that happens. So that happened to me when I was talking to your father's widow, Kathy. And it was isn't a grenade the woman who goes out with the girl who goes out with another girl and messes up your relationship?
I think
if you're trying to hit on a particular girl, they bring a grenade with them.
I don't think it's limited to a certain sex or gender. I think it's anyone who comes along to ruin the possibility of a hookup is a grenade. But
it wasn't a hookup. I'm just trying. I want to have a conversation with when you're at a memorial. The person you want to talk to is the widow. Yes.
The kids describe it as main character syndrome or main character energy, that someone comes in and needs to take over the whole conversation.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not sure. But getting back to the reason we were talking about this, the micro cheating that Bob would do was really not specific to one person, was it? I mean, it was a lot of different.
No, it was.
Did he ever, to the best of your knowledge, because you're his son,
I am.
Did he ever spend more time interacting with some of these ladies? Because I certainly think that would have been a possibility.
I can only think of one, and that was Mrs. Marcus Serta. He was all over that.
You're being just silly.
That is silly. That is silly.
You're being really, really silly.
No, I don't think he had anyone. He would, but you see, he would micro cheat with a celebrity, like Mamie Van Doren, who is now 100 years old. But he would fawn over Mamie Van Doren, but it's not cheating if Kathy's aware of it and shakes her head ruefully when it happens. It's not cheating. Well, I don't know, because it says you're hiding from your partner.
Was there?
So I mean, everyone knew about it.
She had to tell him that's enough.
Mamie Van Doren? No, never did.
Well, with any.
No, I don't think so.
He would be, the reason he got the name Horny Bob Spiewak is an HBS later on, is because he would be always on, and really we were with him at the beginning, the genesis of the Book of Faces, when everybody was starting to get into it, and he would be very exuberant and lived on it, and specifically would never miss a good-looking lady.
And he would provide his own good-looking ladies. He did his pinups. You know, he was all about it. But if it was a real person, a real accessible Facebook friend, for example, early on in the years of Facebook, he went through my list of friends and started friending people, ladies, that I went to high school with. And I think many of them...
How did that happen? He just went to your website? I mean,
he
he went to your page?
And he searched friends. And I don't know if he knew if he targeted them as class of 89 people, but it turned out. And I think a lot of people accepted the friendship request because we had the same name. And if you're not looking really closely at now, remember, my father, much better looking than me. In every way.
Back in the day, I mean, that was his...
Like a supermodel he was.
M.O.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but if they just saw like a dime-sized picture of a handsome fellow named Robert Spiewak, maybe they're in. And then, like, let's say he friended someone I know named Christy. And then it would be her birthday, and it was, yay for Christy. Or if Christy worked in a certain business and she closed the deal. Yeah.
But always at arm's length.
Yeah, I don't think he ever called anyone on it. Like, you know,
I think if you're talking about, and I don't know whether it's been thoroughly defined or not, but if you're talking about micro cheating, you're really focused on a particular individual, and you probably have. Is it micro cheating if Carla slips off to sleep, and I'm watching?
If the spouse is sleeping, it doesn't count.
If she falls asleep,
yes,
and I'm watching a video of a Dua Lipa concert,
right?
Is that micro cheating?
Well, do you feel that you're watching the Dua Lipa concert with hopes of getting to know Dua and perhaps having a time with? That's not cheating. It's a concert.
Is the sound on or off?
On.
Headphones are
enjoying the music.
My AirPods Max.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
By the way, my AirPods Max that connect with everything but what I want to connect with. So in other words, Carla will call me.
Carla.
When Carla will call in.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing how much time when I retire in the evening and I jump into the marital bed.
Yeah.
And Carla is playing her game on her phone and I'm on my computer, it sometimes takes me a ridiculous amount of time to connect my AirPod Maxes back to my computer in the short walk that I've had from the living area to the master bedroom.
Even if you come with the laptop and the headphones at the same time, they disconnect?
Last night was insane. And
you know what
sometimes
it sounds
I'll
like
have
to me?
You know when they say forget this device?
Yeah.
I have to forget the device twice before it'll connect back to my headphones. It
sounds to me that your headphones are micro cheating on you.
That's exactly what. Now you're being silly again.
No, I'm not. They're finding something else.
Legitimate. No, I do not require a tissue, Jimmy Hoffa, when I'm finished watching.
That's not okay.
But I will watch.
I
watch generic. For example, is it micro cheating if someone is not paying attention to what I'm doing and looking over my shoulder, and I'm watching Northern European pole vaulters of the female form?
Oh, female ones, yeah. No, I don't think so, because you're not trying to get with nor was it micro cheating the other day when you and I were watching the video of Anne Margaret. For one particular reason we were watching that video, but it's not cheating because we weren't hiding it.
Okay.
I can be a little bit of a flirty guy myself, especially when I was drinking, and I think it is best, the micro cheating has to be, I think, defined by the opponent or your wife or whatever you call them. And like there is a picture of me.
Hey, Josh, doesn't it sound like Rob has like been into the gummies today? You know him better than I do.
No, it sounds like he's had this conversation before about where the line is.
All right. Have you had a gummy?
I have not in weeks.
A
week anyway. So there is a 2 days. Well, last night, but certainly not during the day.
Right, Sunday.
There is a picture at a WJFK event with me laying a rather significant kiss on our business manager, Miss Bobby, and in the background, Carrie is laughing at it. And so because of that, I mean, a kiss on a coworker could absolutely be even more than micro cheating. But if your wife is there and laughing at you, no, no micro cheating at King's Dominion.
But it's micro cheating would be liking a photograph of someone you know.
Yeah. In hopes of advancing maybe the relationship a little bit.
Or texting someone and saying, I really appreciate where you can see where it's a slippery slope.
It is. Like, would it be okay if someone that I knew that I'd never had a relationship beyond a friendship with, what if I said, you look like a knockout? Is that cheating?
It's not micro cheating.
No,
it would be if you know the person.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it would be if you know the person and you say you are gorgeous or you are a knockout of somebody that's like comparable in age or not even comparable, but someone who you know personally, that's micro cheating.
What if they're cheat baiting you by putting up a picture of themselves where they know they look good?
Because they are putting it up, if they're putting it up
Who
just
puts up
for
a picture
you.
that doesn't look good?
Who's the narcissist now? If you think that someone who posts a picture, a good-looking picture, is directing it solely at you.
Well, no.
Well, the
I'm
caption
not saying it was
says,
directed
"What do you
at
think,
me."
Rob?"
No, it doesn't say that. You guys are taking this the wrong way.
Right.
I'm saying, let's say it's summertime, and one of your
summertime.
If they put up a picture of perhaps someone at the beach in a bathing suit, and they put it up because they know they look great. And they're sort of casting a line out there for people to say,
why is it for you?
You look great. It's not for me. It's for everybody.
Yeah, but the only time you're micro-cheating is if you respond to that person you know and say, that is, that really shows off your breasts.
Hey, great ass is what I usually write.
No, it's just,
or
okay, gotta go there again.
Pictures.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. Joey Bagadona says Rob's lips are macro cheating. Rob, are they bad today?
They're not.
Okay.
I don't think they're worse than normal.
They
As a matter of
seem
fact,
red.
no. Well, Mike, that's just lip gloss. I want my mouth to pop.
I'm just
don't micro
checking.
cheat with me. Are you saying that I look like a knockout?
No.
You are, aren't you?
I think the problem is
Grossed
the
out.
term micro cheating. It's not a real thing. It's never been a real thing. It's just some new slang, and it's really just whatever your spouse or partner is comfortable with.
And Mike, in the old days, it was just called being courteous. You look nice today.
In the old days, it was easier.
In what capacity?
Well, I'll tell you exactly. And it would not long ago, Rob, to something. I'll give a great example.
It's a great one.
Because you had the supper club or whatever you had the neighbors.
Now there was never a sleepover. It's now disbanded. It was 4 couples that lived in the vicinity, and we called it our supper club.
And anybody could have a group of neighbors that they socialize with. And you walk in and you see couple 1, couple 2, then you get to couple 3. And you're particularly interested in couple 3 because the wife in couple number 3 is somebody that you are, formidably attracted to. And so it's just like, hey, how you doing, Peggy? Hi, Rick. Good to see you. Oh, Judy and Russ. Good to see you. And then it's like, well, hello, look who's here. And that was the form of micro cheating.
Well, but by definition, all spouses were attending every supper club. So is it micro cheating if you're doing it in front of your spouse?
Who's the lady that you showed a picture of and I thought was fetching, and I used to make commentary about it?
Was it Haiti?
What's that?
I think it was
the
Haiti.
Last name. What was the last name? I think they're divorced now.
The Chubbicks.
Are they split?
They are, and I believe I know that Rob has remarried.
Okay.
And I congratulate him on
Are
that.
you still in contact with them at all?
Vaguely. I will send him a text on his birthday. He moved to North Carolina, and she's elsewhere as well.
Yeah.
Julia's still close friends with the daughter. So, I mean, they're not out of our life.
Life goes on.
It does. And that made that, well, I'm not saying blame. I'm just saying that this is what happens is when you have 8 people that are well balanced like that.
Chubs.
No, it's not. JLP, you stop it. Don't cause trouble. They were good friends.
They're hanging on every word today. They're very active. A super chat would be nice. There's passive aggressive Mike. Hey, can we check in? The producer's telling me there happens to be. The producer is telling me that there happens to be Larry standing by again.
Oh, okay.
I guess they're going out again. I'm not sure whether.
Larry Pennington, welcome to my thrifted home here in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. It is Monday. I have an appointment with my neurologist this afternoon, so we're all dressed to go to that. And then afterwards, I believe we're going to go to the Blue Moon and see John Flynn, and I think that will be lovely. So I am wearing, this is that new seersucker shirt that I just love, and I paired it with this Nantucket red jacket from
Those white
Belk.
pants
This is
are gonna
from
be
Belk.
walking on
Jacket
their
is
own
from
pretty
Belk.
soon.
Pants are Perry Ellis. They're linen.
Linen.
I think I bought them
always.
at Belk's. And then I have on these wonderful boat shoes that match my jacket. So
They're not
wearing
that
a little
great.
white pocket square and a nice little pin. I've got my gold jewelry on today.
Of course
now,
you do.
let's see what Dave is wearing.
David, yay!
Come on in, Dave.
Oh,
Dave.
another long entrance. I love
He
it.
has on the light blue, and he has this wonderful. This is linen.
Is this
I
not the
thrifted
greatest
this
thing
in
that's on the
Florida
internet
last
right now?
winter, and it's just
Very
a
good.
gorgeous.
I think
linen
it's
shirt.
fabulous.
Beautiful colors.
David does
White
look
pants.
younger.
Oh, and his blue suede shoes. Oh, I love those blue suede shoes.
Oh, that's like an Elvis thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
And
There he goes.
Bob's your uncle. Have
Yes.
a wonderful
Yeah.
day.
Thank you, Dave.
You know what?
Larry.
Pennington's hat was too big for him. I think he might have thrifted it off. offhand.
I think that's the best thing right now on the internet. And that,
Okay.
that to me just shows what
I think
it's all
it's
about.
the second best thing, Mike. Have you seen TMOSpodcast.com?
It's absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Check it out
I
each
like
and
that
every
too.
day. You really, really should.
Maybe we
haven't-
should close the show with me saying Bob's my father.
And Bob's your father.
Instead of
Actually,
Bob's your
I should probably say that.
I wish you would. I wish we could have a
You
T-shirt.
say "Love you, Pop," and then I go, "And Bob's your father."
I love you, Bob.
There you go. But I mean, really, what consistent quality they, with their outfits each and every day, dressed to the nines. I think I saw a clip on on their website or on their channel where they were all at a big party.
Yeah, at the Blue Moon.
And I don't think it was the Blue Moon, but they were the best dressed by far. It was at a regular beach house party where people were walking around in regular casual clothes,
Sure.
and there they are, looking fantastic.
Always fascinated with your algorithm. How you can go from bikini fishing to Larry and David as you're just scrolling.
And Larry and David
Yeah.
is funny. Isn't that a company, Larry and David? And
Well, it's
isn't Larry David?
Larry David, who has that new show on.
What's the company
HBO.
that sells food? Isn't it Larry and David? Don't they
No,
sell
Harry and David.
Harry and David.
If
There
you
it
want
is.
to pay $6 for a peach, that's
There
the
it
place
is.
to go. Or a
like
pear.
the expensive fruit baskets.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's not related to them.
It's-
They're not
it's-
expensive fruit baskets, are they?
Ad Revival or Adrival or whatever, Addy Ravel said they remind me of the birdcage.
I disagree.
That's Addy Ravel. His last name, Captain Obvious, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Let's take a break. We've got tidbits for you.
I love tidbits, and maybe soon we can get to the bottom of what this Blue Moon is. I don't know if
no.
it's a restaurant or a nightclub or what is it.
Well, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about that thing you were going to bring up a long time ago. The things that a narcissist says.
Ah, yes.
I am excited to talk about that. But first, we have some interesting things that I gather each and every day and share with you. You can eat right
You've
after
gleaned
this.
them, yes. They're
Thank you.
tidbits.
Appreciate it. Friends, a quick warning. Beware of the takers. You know the type. They listen to the free show Monday through Thursday and give nothing back. Tisk, tisk. For shame. But us, we're different. We're the givers. We give you the bonus show every Friday. We've got the goods, unfiltered, unrestricted, all access, and fun. Because more access means more laughs. You deserve the good stuff, the extra stuff. We're talking TMOS extras. Unpredictable bonus content you won't find anywhere else. Or go big with the commercial-free feed, complete with the bonus show every single week. Sign up today because your bonus subscription keeps this whole party rolling. You fuel the fun, and we keep it coming. So smash that bonus show tab at MikeO'MaraShow.com and jump in. The water's fine. Be a giver. It feels great, and the laughs are guaranteed. I want to point out that, this particular show relies on your support and your super chats. And I want to just say again, we don't say it enough. We mention it when somebody does it, but we are eternally grateful when you do that, when you buy the bonus show, when you support this little enterprise that we have here. And thank you for all the people that have been so generous to us over the years. We really, really appreciate that. Now you can hit the news music if you don't mind.
Oh, I don't
Rob
mind at
Spiewak.
all, yeah.
there was a time when Blake Lively, to me, was just really one of the hottest actresses in Hollywood, and she had a great career. I liked her movies. And then...
what would you be the best? Blake Lively sort of is in a blind spot for me. I can't play... I know the name, but I can't place who she is.
I believe she plays a tough, hard scrabble South Boston chick in The Town or The Departed. I forgot which one it is. I think it's The Town. And
is she
she's
married
good at that.
to someone famous? Was she married to not Iron Man?
She's married to Ryan Reynolds.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
It says she is from Gossip Girl, and
Yes.
she is in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants and The Town.
Yeah,
Traveling Pants.
The Town was fantastic.
Okay.
Well, Blake Lively has. Let me hear my thing. Hold on.
Yeah,
I don't want
please.
to forget that. Bob's your uncle. Or
Bob's
is it?
my father.
Yes, married to Ryan.
Wait a minute.
Oh, good.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's fun.
Where is it?
Ryan Reynolds. He owns a cell phone company, no?
I hate my soundboard. I hate my soundboard. I really do. Hold on.
Is it
I'm
Mint
stopping
Mobile
the
that he owns,
entire
Josh?
Show.
Yeah. Mint Mobile,
Yeah,
Bob's your
I
uncle.
believe so.
It's Bob's your uncle cellular.
You'll have to hit it, Rob.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Not
Thank
at all.
you. I
Ladies and
appreciate
gentlemen, the news.
Blake Lively has officially filed a massive legal motion today requesting that Justice Baldoni pay her, Justin Baldoni, I believe it is, pay her more than $8 million in attorney's fees and litigation costs. The submission comes immediately in the wake of the high-profile court settlement ending their lengthy legal battle. Well, it sounds like it's not over. But that's the blockbuster film that is called It Ends With Us, and there was all sorts of trouble between those two. Legal analysts say the multi-million-dollar request marks a major escalation in the bitter and public fallout between the movie's two co-stars. I don't know what happened between them, but this goes on, and I thought it had been settled, and now it's not settled. And he plays kind of a philandering douche in this particular movie. So
She
I don't
sounds
know.
like she's trouble. I'm
She
going to go
needs
against
cheaper
her.
lawyers.
Yeah.
You think so? Really?
$8 million for legal.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Hit the thingy again because we're rapid fire today. Speaking of legal, the Kanye West lawsuit has closed. Legal representatives for Kanye West are rapidly closing in on a final settlement regarding the severe, this is what they call it, severe sexual assault lawsuit filed against the mogul. Disclosures from inside the courtroom today confirm that both sides have virtually agreed on financial reparations. I know my way around legalese. That doesn't mean it's over yet, though, right?
I think it's as over as the war is over. The move will prevent the high-profile matter from heading to a public trial, just as retail ventures for his brand are set to relaunch. So he's trying to do this quietly, out of court. And If my father was with us, I know what he'd say. He'd say, yay for yay.
Yay for yay. What is your feeling, either one of you, on Dave Portnoy? How do you feel about the guy that does the, he has Barstool Sports. He's a mega billionaire and all that stuff. And he's got the pizza show. He's an impressive guy. Rob,
I hate him.
You don't like him?
No, because he's more successcul than me. So I hate it.
He put in a lot of hard work with a self-printed newsletter to then turn it into that empire. So,
what do you have, like a ditto machine?
Yeah, like he would print it out in his dorm room and go hand it out.
See, I hate it.
At the buses.
Okay.
And subway.
All right. Well, he dropped a bombshell in court disclosures today involving the Call Her Daddy podcast networks. That's the big one. Revealing accusations claim that, I should say, this is very poorly written. Revealed accusations claim that popular media hosts Alex Cooper and Sophia Franklin. Do you know those two, Josh?
I don't know them.
You know your way around the Barstool people?
Alex Cooper has the Call Her Daddy podcast, and it was a big deal that she left the Barstool network a few years ago.
Apparently, the big bombshell is that the hosts, Alex Cooper and Sophia Franklin, plan to break their contracts by fabricating sexual harassment claims against Barstool management. Portnoy testified that the recently uncovered emails proved the strategy was a coordinated extortion plot to force an early exit from the company. Well, that's interesting that they got hold of those emails, but it's a big deal, and it's the world of podcasting that we live in right now. And he's kind of an outspoken, dicky-ish kind of a guy. So who knows where that's gonna go.
This came out with him promoting his new book that comes out like next week, which is Cancel Me If You Can. So he's kind of trying to push the limit.
All right. I like what he says about the Red Sox ownership, though. So that's where I like Dave Portnoy.
Do you think the stuff got out because he has a book coming up?
Well, it sounds suspicious.
Yeah.
If this is going on and he's promoting something.
Yeah.
God, I get tired of this manipulation.
I do too.
I really, really do.
It ain't fair.
All right. The final nominations for the ESPY Awards are officially out today, teasing a massive celebration of the greatest sports contests of the year. Athletic phenoms Shohei Ohtani and Carlos Alcaraz topped the nomination ballots following an unforgettable year of global competition. The highly anticipated sports and entertainment crossover show will be hosted by a comedian I don't follow, Marcelo Hernandez.
Oh, he's from, is he not the guy from
SNL.
Saturday Night Live? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the guy that does Sebastian Maniscalco,
Yeah,
right?
he's I think he is something of a heartthrob on the cast now because he gets a big reaction when he comes out and does stuff on stage.
Yeah.
But he's done a couple characters that have really sort of gelled. He's very popular right
So
now.
if you want to watch the ESPYs, it's going to be July 15th next month. Check it out.
You should look at Marcelo's Netflix special if you don't want to laugh.
Is
it's
it
him talking
it's
about
that bad?
it's him talking about growing up around women, and that's it.
And
that's
it's
the
not
whole
funny.
special.
I wanted it to be
It's
funny,
not.
but it ain't. That's right.
But he's good on SNL.
Yeah, he is.
So it's World Cup going on. People are pretty crazy about it right now. Paraguay has declared a national holiday after World Cup upset. The government of Paraguay officially declared a nationwide public holiday after the stunning upset reaction at the World Cup. Fans took to the streets overnight after their national squad dumped four-time world champion Germany.
That's right.
Completely out of the tournament in a thrilling round of 32 penalty shootout. Media watchers say the unexpected victory has triggered an immediate explosion of celebratory videos trending globally across social media sites like TikTok and Instagram. Nobody expected Paraguay to beat Germany. And
Well, you know
so
what they
it's a
say,
big
Mike?
deal.
Any given Monday, a team can win.
You never really know.
You
Did
never
you
know.
enjoy the game? Did you
I
enjoy
thought
it while
I
you were
thought it
watching
was great. I thought what was nice is the German team not only did their uniforms match, but they all had blonde hair.
They were all fantastic Aryans.
Same all the same height too. 5'8".
I haven't gotten into it. I'm sorry. I try every year and then I just can't. It's too long.
It is. That's
And it's
no
like
good.
the players are too far away.
And also the secret timekeeping. Every time I look in, that throws me. That
Right.
oh, there's more time. We just haven't told you about it yet.
And thank you, High Pro Cam. They did. They beat Germany in penalty kicks. Finally today, a Florida man is behind bars after his ambitious grocery store heist slipped completely out of his control. Police report that the suspect attempted to walk out of a supermarket with 75 sticks of premium butter strapped individually beneath his apparel.
I would have to think that it would be, you'd want an even number of butter sticks, or at least divisible by 4. Because how many packages are you going to open?
I think in summertime, it's not really a good idea to steal butter, but just my opinion. The greasy smuggling operation melted down in the heat, leaving a very obvious trail of evidence directly en route. And by the way, it's Florida, so we should mention that when you're talking about hot. It was directly, I guess, a snail trail en route to the exit line.
Yeah.
Store security easily slipped in for the apprehension.
Slipped.
And police say the slick criminal is now accused of my favorite charge, petite theft. Doesn't that sound sweet? Petite theft.
That's what we do in Paris when you
And
start stealing
resisting retail detention. I guess these are real charges, but
Yeah.
anyway, he slipped out and there was butter everywhere. It was just a bit. This is a mess. We'll be right back with more show. I want to find out what narcissists say, but if you like movies, but you feel that you need to bone up on your knowledge of classic motion pictures, well, you need to fix it. You got to get on the stick. But where do you start? You start with my favorite podcast, Hicks, Nicks, Sticks, Picks.
Great podcast.
The podcast about Rob's movies. Every week, join our own Josh Schroka as he watches a classic movie hand-selected by his co-host, Rob Spiewak. What is it this week, fellas?
We just dropped it this morning, Viva Las Vegas, the Elvis Presley movie, and Josh's take on it may surprise you.
Now, you just do one of these a week, right?
Yeah, well, every week or 10 days or so, and we alternate color and black and white movies to keep Josh sane. But every one of them, I don't think I've brought a movie yet that Josh hasn't found at least one good thing about. There's been ones that he doesn't particularly love, but he likes something about all of them. And the ones that land with him always surprise me.
Will I ever be able to play on Hicks Nicks? Will I ever be able to play?
I told you when we launched it, you have an open invitation.
You just have to show up.
Yeah, and have seen the movie.
All right. Yeah, well, that's easy. You know, does it have to be a movie I have to watch for that occasion, or can it be a movie that you pick and say, "Hey, have you watched it?" Well, you're laughing. What's going on?
Well, you need to know in advance what we're going to be discussing. Yeah.
We could have Mike pick the movie. We could have a special
true.
episode where Mike brings the movie.
Yeah. It would be
That's a
called
good
Mike's
idea.
Picks, Nick's Sticks Picks.
Well, why are you Hicks?
No, I'm just working your name into the title.
And Mike, we get on the telephone so we can press play at the same time.
Oh, watch it together.
Yeah, and watch it together.
Actually, the
That's
next
not really
movie we're going
true.
to
You're
watch.
lying. You're lying.
No, I'm
to
just
me.
trying
The
to
next
scare you
movie
off.
we're going to watch, Mike, is a short film that you would love. Not short, but I mean, it's like 90 minutes. The Sweet Smell of Success with Burt Lancaster and Tony Curtis.
Have a good time, Josh. Whether it's a comedy, a horror, a western, a musical, color, or black and white, watch the movie in advance and listen in. You might learn something. You might disagree, but you will enjoy yourself. So you have already, Josh Soroka, you have already watched Viva Las Vegas?
Oh, yeah. I've watched it. I gave my opinion on it. It's out on the podcast now.
It's out on the podcast.
It was,
if you
believe
want.
it or not, Mike, he had never watched an Elvis movie before.
And
I've
if
never watched 3 minutes of Elvis.
And if people are going to tune into the podcast, they probably want to watch the movie too, right?
Oh, I think it's a great idea. Although I
But
think it's entertaining even if you don't, but it
Okay.
helps if you play along. Sure.
You don't
All
have
right,
to.
very good.
Because Rob
And,
tells the story first of the movie.
How would you rate Anne Margaret in this movie?
She
Rob,
is
too?
discussed a lot in the synopsis and the analysis of the movie.
Anne Margaret is perfectly fine. I'm sure
There might have been some micro cheating with Anne Margaret during the podcast.
The problem I have with Anne Margaret is Rob Spiewak.
Why?
It might be, he's on that. I believe
Is he
we brought up
gross?
the word.
Is he gross when he talks about it?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to do
You know,
sex. He's
there's
never
a
known how to
scene-
do sex
I've
on
got
the show.
2 kids. I do it right that
No,
time.
I'm talking about talking about it. You're always gross.
I don't think
there's
it's
this
Does he
scene
gross
where,
you out when he's talking about Anne Margaret?
It's just a bit much. It's there's a scene where Elvis is under the car and he slides out on a creeper. And
You
it's
know what a
just the
creeper is,
fit-in-
Mike?
It's the
A
fit-in.
creeper is what you put on. You lie on your back so you can work
Yeah.
underneath your car.
Josh
And it's-
teaches me things on the show too. I didn't know what a
Oh,
creeper
okay.
was.
You didn't know that.
No, but the problem is the entire movie. It's the entire podcast. It seemed like maybe with Anne Margaret, Rob was a bit of a creeper.
Okay, I get it. Sounds like a great episode.
is.
Just visit Hicks, HIXNIXSTIXPIX.com or wherever you get your podcast. Tell a friend, subscribe, give it 5 stars, do all the things. By the way, the name is great.
It is a great name.
Hicks, Nicks, Sticks, Picks.
Yeah.
Check it out. You'll like it.
I think you will.
All right, things that narcissists say. You've been trying to get this on the show for a couple of days now.
Yeah. Now I
I'm
wanted
very
to
curious.
ask you a question. Do you know why narcissists are called narcissists? Where the derivation of the word?
Yeah, Narcissus.
And what happened with Narcissus in Greek mythology?
Narcissus flew too close to the sun.
No, that was
Icarus.
another one. That was Icarus.
Who was that?
Icarus.
Icarus. Narcissus looked in the mirror all the time, right? There was something about his reflection.
He spurned the advances of some royal or some godly nymph, and to punish him, the gods made him fall in love with his own image, and he spent the rest of his life staring at his reflection in the water, where he withered and died because he couldn't stop looking at himself.
Wow.
He was very self-important.
Narcissus.
And
I
also
thought that was-
Narcissus is the genus for all daffodils, but I don't think that's related.
Isn't that also the story of Dorian Gray?
No,
He would
Dorian
stare at
Gray is
himself till
someone...
he died.
No, Dorian Gray stayed the same age, but he had a picture of himself that got older.
And the rent stayed the same as before.
Exactly, right.
Okay, I get
And
it.
it turned out it was all a dream. But there are things that narcissists will say to you to play upon the fact that they want the person to be at fault, not the narcissist themselves, because the narcissist is so into themselves, they want to blame the other people, even when they're acting evil.
I get
So
that, yeah.
Watch out for people that say these things to you. You please react. At number one, it says, God, you're so jealous and insecure. A narcissist would say that to someone.
I got a similar thing from a narcissist I knew. When someone would say, this to me is one of the great things a narcissist will say, you're so sensitive.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I would always counter with, no, I think it's you're so insensitive.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct?
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
They say that you're jealous and insecure because they actually feel threatened by your confrontation.
And they say that a lot,
And
Damone.
they do say it a lot, Damone.
This is fascinating. All right.
They will
Go
also
ahead.
say they'll try to make you feel special, not by saying that you're great, but by saying all of my exes are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I get it. I get
it's
it.
like, that's
but wait,
really
they're
not
trying
high
to make
praise.
you feel special.
Well, they might feel special by not
They're
calling
trying
you
to make
crazy.
themselves feel special.
Yeah, but you see, if you're not calling someone crazy, that's not complimenting them. That's just saying
Bill
that they're not
Harrison, if you're
crazy.
going to say the name is wrong, a generic negative, you've got to be clearer and specify what you are referring to. Is he referring to the name Narcissus?
I think
is
he
that what it is?
Yeah, and I think we got it right.
I thought we got it right. Come
A narcissist will actually come up to someone in a bad situation and try to stop it no matter what they did. They'll say, oh, you're overreacting.
Yeah. That's a biggie. That's
Yeah.
an absolute biggie.
And then again, that is another subtle way of passing the fault off to the other person. And it's not a compliment,
Right.
at all. But
Right.
that's what they say. And then they will manipulate you with what is called love bombing. So if they feel they're not in total control of the relationship, they'll say, "I love you more than anything." And it's again trying to make the person feel special. But
Well, hold on. That can be said, though, by a non-narcissist.
yes, but what they're hoping is that your soft side will take over and you will forget all the negativity that the narcissist has done before.
Okay.
And
All right. I
then
get
also they say, this is one of the things narcissists say in hopes you come back to them after you left, keeping you in a narcissistic abuse cycle.
You want a one of the let me see. JLP Design says you want a perfect example of an insecure narcissist. Check out your buddy Nestor Aparicio. Rob, do you know who he's talking about?
Yeah, he's a disc jockey. He's a sports host in
do.
Baltimore. I don't think he's a narcissist.
He is a narcissist. He comes across that way. But are you and him buddies, Rob?
No, I mean, I've met him before. I like his work. I think it's great that he's such a fan of Baltimore. I love when people celebrate their hometown.
He's known
But
in
I think
Baltimore
also-
as Nasty Nestor.
I think he puts a lot of the act on. That was always the thing I got. Because, I mean, there are people in the radio, and Mike, you'll back me up here, that are very narcissistic.
Yeah.
But almost everyone on air has a narcissistic attitude, if it's part of the show or shtick or not. But whether they're narcissists in real life, I'm not qualified to say, because I've not met him.
Any relation to Luis Aparicio?
That I don't know.
There's a trivia question for Josh. Who is Luis
Yes.
Aparicio?
Outfielder.
Wrong.
Isn't he
I
hosting
know
the
the-
ESPYs this year?
Shortstop for the Boston Red Sox.
You should have just guessed a Red Sox, because you know, Josh, that would have been
Luis
the answer.
Aparicio.
I knew it was a Red Sox. I was just trying to get the position.
Long time ago.
And is it a Red Sox or a Red Sox, since they spell it with an X?
It's a Red Sox.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
By the way,
He's a-
congratulations. Sorry, Nationals. Another win, 5 in a row for the Boston Red Sox. Quite a roll they are on right now. I am
First
thrilled
cousin-
to
Are
death.
you referring, Mike, to the Boston-born and Boston-bred Sox?
It's time to meet up with the Boston. What were you going to say, Josh? I'm sorry.
Nestor is This says that he is first cousins once removed from Luis.
Oh, Luis Aparicio.
How about that? Look at that. I wonder if this narcissistic disc jockey comes up to his cousin Louis and says, "Hey, man, you have trust issues."
That's another thing.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I get it.
That's sort of gaslighting you, wearing you down, and making you dependent on them.
Doug, boy, would somebody read the last comment? Is it Doug Terrault?
I think
is
so.
that what it is? Red Sox are only 9 games under 500 now.
Well, I mean, they're catching up.
They are gaining on the Orioles.
Yes, they are. Hallelujah.
Maybe a narcissist should go into the locker room. Do you remember the pep talks in the movie The Natural that they gave the team? Yeah, to the New York.
Losing is a disease.
The New York Knights. What they need to do is bring a narcissist into the Red Sox locker room and say, "Guys, you need to toughen up.
You have trust issues and need to toughen up."
A lot of times, parents will say this, narcissistic parents, instead of giving emotional support to their children, they will just say, "You need to toughen up," and not take their side.
Well,
did you get any of that growing up?
Let me give you an example of my son.
Okay.
Yeah, quite a baseball day yesterday. Pretty intense. Very, very hot, like the hottest day we've had down here in a long time. And he's got a batting lesson followed by practice with his new team. And, and he's just beating the crap out of himself as far as not being, not hitting as well as he wants to hit. And, just got tremendously emotional. And I had to finally say, you got to get out of your own head. Yeah. You got to get out of your own way. And I wasn't coming at him like a narcissist. I was coming at him because I saw him, he was, kicking the crap out of himself.
The very fact you're saying that is supporting him emotionally. Okay. It's not telling him to deal with it or fix it. You're saying, you're saying, I appreciate what you're doing, but you need to maybe take it in a different way.
Then I said, I love you. Michael, you need to call Nestor Aparicio.
Well, speaking of Michael, I believe he has Spanish in 5 minutes.
Oh, all right. So
I think it was Tuesday last time you got the reminder.
Wow.
Okay. All right, hold on a second.
That's like stalker stuff, Josh.
I thought he had Spanish this morning. Michael!
Maybe the schedule changed. Last week, I believe there was an interruption in the show around 4 o'clock.
No, his buddy Donnie is here. So I
Donnie
know
Simpson?
that they're out. Yes, Donnie Simpson, the legendary BET host and disc jockey. Hey, man, let's go fishing for snook. Yeah. I got to turn it up. Donnie Simpson. Yeah. Yes, Josh.
Well, I was reminded when you brought up Nestor again, is that my brother once went on Nestor's radio station because Nestor was hosting a contest for the next great Baltimore sports talk person.
And your brother wanted to give it a shot?
Yeah, Matt went and got the shot. He gave it. He got moved on to the next level, and Nestor said, or like it might have even been the finals. Nestor said, "Well, you have to come in tomorrow at this time." And Matt said, "I got to work." And he said, "Well, then you're just going to have to skip work." So Matt didn't go.
Wow. But he was close.
Yeah. He came and did the appearance at like Hooters or something to do a
way
tryout.
to go, Nestor, you prick.
I don't know. I'm on Nestor's side. If you want to be a good broadcaster, you can't let a real job get in the way.
How do you know a sports talk host, Rob?
He shows up on my feed all the time.
He's very annoying. He's very narcissistic.
I don't even know this guy.
If you want to, Mike,
he's very mad because the Orioles 25 years ago kicked him out because he decided to host a protest against the Orioles called like Free the Birds, I believe was the name of his thing.
Okay.
So he got a bunch of his listeners to come and walk out in the second inning protesting the Orioles. So he got all his press credentials taken away.
And I believe his gimmick now, because he mentions it a lot, is he will go to a game if someone gives him tickets, but he will never buy another Orioles ticket for the rest of his life.
And he tried to reach out to the new ownership, and they would not let him back in, so he's pretty bitter.
I can't believe you two are experts on this guy, and I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
If you want to check him out, it is Be More Positive. Is his pet.
Yeah, like Baltimore Positive.
Podcast.
Oh, Be More Positive. Yeah. You know what I think I want.
Positive.
Okay.
Anyway, let's move on.
Mike, if you want to skirt any real responsibility for a situation or outcome, all you got to do is say to the person, "Well, it's not my fault. You made me do it."
Well, that's that's
Total
so many arguments where people do that, but I don't think that's only the domain of a narcissist, but it is definitely a narcissistic thing to say.
Yep. as is We're Perfect Together, which is another love bomb to keep people
Yeah.
in the cycle.
Yeah, okay.
This
All right.
one is a little tough.
Well, I've heard Mike tell you that.
Well,
What? What's that? We're perfect together?
No, he was talking about himself in New Jersey, weren't you? Like
No,
Governor Tom
I was talking
Paine?
about you and Josh at King's Dominion.
Mike. A way to make someone feel worthless is to steer the conversation towards the narcissist. They will say, God, no wonder no one likes you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's just nakedly cruel.
Demeaning and disrespectful.
And by the way, I think we have now, sitting at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, one of the great narcissists of all time.
The greatest of
that's
all time.
A malignant narcissist.
And he'll tell you that there's been other narcissists, but he's the best.
Have you
Right.
seen-
Strongest.
Have you seen the time that fireworks are going off for 4th of July?
Isn't
What
it like
time?
midnight or something?
They're going off at 11 p.m. because the narcissist has to speak first.
Oh, that's great. You know what? Because
Yeah.
fireworks are essentially for the kids. Let's
Yep.
keep them out till
Yep.
11
Good job.
and then have them get home from
Exactly.
DC.
It's ridiculous.
Way to ruin the 4th of July.
And that's if he stops talking.
You know, that's even if you're the worst person in the world,
Yeah.
wrecking the 4th of July and especially wrecking the 250th birthday, 4th of July.
The Sester
That is
Yes.
really, you got it. That is really doing something if you wreck that.
I
right?
understand not only that, but J.D. Vance is responsible to light all the fuses. He got a full box of wooden matches.
Well, it's
Should be
him and
fun.
Rubio. Whoever survives moves on.
All right, give us a couple more, Rob.
Okay,
We gotta, take a
this
break
can
here.
come from narcissistic parents or partners, and it's sort of a callback. You're too sensitive. This normally
That's the
comes.
one I mentioned to
Yep,
you.
you're right.
That's
That
it.
comes in
Absolutely.
when you're losing an argument. How about a gaslighting phrase from a partner to convince you to ignore all the red flags and mistreatment? Let's just focus on the good.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I've heard these things.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
And also, you're so selfish. That's a good way to derail an argument as well. Sort of like no wonder no one likes you.
Right.
You know, it's just they're trying to keep control of the actual argument, and all these things are evil, but even worse if you make the fireworks later. Saying to someone, "You're a bad person. You're just a bad person."
I had that said to me.
Yeah. Also,
Three wives have said that to me.
all of them?
No.
No, not the most recent.
No, I think the most recent's doing really good.
Now,
The
at
current
any
one.
point as the first two Mrs. O'Mara's were nearing the end of their run, did you ever say to them, or did they ever say to you, "Well, you'll never find anyone as good as me"?
I don't know if I used that particular verbiage, but I'm sure the gist of that was said.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it probably was said
Me too.
by me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
I
I
say
said
it all the
same thing.
time. Yeah, I said it to my kids this morning via text.
Actually, what I said was, you'll never find, as long as you live, someone who cares about you the way I do.
Hey, Lou Rawls,
Yeah, Rob.
I have one of your quotes in here, something you always used to say to Mrs. Rawls.
Hey, man.
Mrs. Rawls, you would say, "You need to stop spending so much time with other people."
Don't spend time with other people. Boo, woo, 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 woo.
And how about Lou Rawls? May I call you Lou?
He's gone,
Oh,
Rob. I
darn.
don't know what happened to him.
When they want to control an argument, they will often say, "You can't go there," or "Don't go there."
Don't go there.
I hate that.
I've said
I
it.
absolutely hate that. Also, if you're doing something that pisses off the narcissist, they can often belittle you by saying, "You look stupid doing that."
Yeah. F the narcissist, Rob Spiewak.
And I hold in my hand the last narcissistic red flag thing you should avoid.
Da-da-da-da.
Anyone who says, "I'm smarter than you, so you should listen to me."
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty naked right there.
And it's not that, I have a lovely family and I've worked with so many good people. And there's some people that are sort of right in that category, I think. It's weird.
Oh, yeah,
when you hear it
everywhere.
You hear it all sort of centralized there.
Very
so
sad.
Nestor, work on that. Work on
All
that,
right.
Nestor.
We'll be back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. First, I want to tell you, here's a suggestion. After a long workday, is your brain still working overtime, stressed out, keyed up? unable to shut off.
Yeah.
This Independence Day, declare your independence from all that noise. That's why we love Soul Out of Office THC gummies and drinks. They're made to help you relax, unwind, and actually enjoy your evening. Whether you want to kick back after work, sleep better, laugh a little harder with friends, or just quiet the mental fireworks in your head, Soul has you covered. The gummies taste great, the drinks are refreshing, and every product is made with high-quality ingredients and clearly labeled doses, so you always know what you're getting. Best of all, no hangover, no mystery ride, just an easy, enjoyable way to put your mind out of office. This 4th of July, give your brain a little freedom. Check out Soul Out of Office gummies and drinks today. Your mind has earned the holiday, and they're officially Spiewak and Soroka approved.
Here.
And Josh and Rob truly love America. They do, don't
We
pause.
really do. I can't wait. I cannot wait until the 4th of July and 11 p.m.
Give yourself the gift of a
Give
healthier
yourself.
unwind at the end of your day. Right now, Soul is offering our audience 30% off your entire order. Go to getsoul.com and use the code TMOS. That's getsoul.com, promo code TMOS for 30. Count it. 30% off, ladies and gentlemen. We had an obsession a few months back with Temu on this show. And, there's a lot more coverage of two companies right now. It's Shein and it's Temu. And I think it's becoming really almost a replacement for our own retail operations. I think you get a lot of that.
When's the last time if you were just shopping, you weren't looking for something in particular? When's the last time you actually went to a store to look around? I don't do it anymore. I usually go to Amazon through our website to find it specifically. But if I'm just in the mood to spend $20 on something fun, I'll put in a keyword of something I like, and I'll skip around. It's like going to the Five and Dime in the old day. Yeah,
I have a story to tell you regarding the fine Amazon company.
Yeah.
Amazon retail company. Have you heard of it?
Yes, they have a website. I think they mostly sell books.
I got underwear there. I got I basically when I went
your pants.
You might find this strange, but on my trip up to Virginia, when I was staying at the fabulous airport Marriott, I departed my hotel room and I left, count them, 2 pairs of boxer briefs in the little drawer next to my bed.
I didn't know you were an unpacker.
Lucky them. Did you hear what he said?
I did.
Lucky them.
I didn't know that in a hotel you were an unpacker. I thought for a short trip you would leave everything and you'd operate out of your suitcase.
No, I'm a chronic unpacker. I like everything hanging up and in drawers within 10 minutes after I get in the hotel room.
Were they used or were they fresh and ready to go?
They were freshly laundered and
good.
And ready to go and
autographed, of course.
He is just look at him just poaching over there on the right
thing,
of
Mike,
your
is
screen.
He's with a lot of family right now, and I think he's excited to talk to his buddies.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice to be there in the Outer
we
Banks.
have a nice full house.
Oh, that's great. Say hi to everybody up there for me. I was going to say that, I'm going to have to probably cop to my brand now.
All right.
I'm a Fruit of the Loom consumer.
That's sad. Because
Why is it sad?
Didn't you used to exclusively buy Nordstrom brand underwear?
Nordstrom brand boxer shorts were my go-to.
Yeah, back in the good old days.
Yeah, and they were, a little pricey, but they,
they feel great against the cheek, don't they?
Do you remember when I did the ad campaign and I said Nordstrom boxers feel great against the balls? Remember that popular in the Post? The Washington
I remember
Post
that. And I also remember there was the print ad that underneath it was you posing, and it just said winning streak.
Right. And by the way, the TV commercial that ran on Channel 9, Channel 7, and Channel 4 was there was no audio at all. It was just the Nordstrom underwear logo up in the top screen, and I was going like this.
Those were the days, weren't they?
But I purchased on Amazon a 3-pack of boxer briefs.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize was that these particular boxer briefs, and by the way, it's the Getaway collection.
Wow.
Those are the ones that I wear.
I think
the
Josh
Getaway.
is thinking about the Getaway collection right now with all of his family in one house.
The Getaway collection. I wore them, and I got up in the morning, and I was going out, of course, to do what I always do, play a little
get
golf,
away.
and then to get away. And in the evening, I noticed that I had purchased the wrong kind. That
different collection, different fabric. What was the variant?
Different size leg. I like a little more length in my. And
so you had like
were,
a mankini. Is what you bought.
Well,
like the 5-inch instead of the 7-inch.
And then, I put a little show on for Mrs. O'Mara.
I'm sure she loved that.
That was, yes, it was.
Yeah.
I said, look at these. And I recreated, the Victoria's Secret show with
and how
some
did
of
that,
my looks.
What result? We don't need to hear about the show itself.
We're having another child.
I was
now.
going to say it probably
Thought you'd
ended
be,
really well. Huh?
Excited to know that.
I love that.
So back to Amazon and got the right length. And, I think I'll occasionally wear, if I'm feeling frisky, I'll probably wear the shorter ones. But they're, they go about halfway down the thigh. That's what I want. I don't want the short length of
What's
pants.
the variety? What's the style that you wear? The sub
Boxer
variety?
brief.
Yeah, but the line is called what?
A Getaway.
Ah, I see.
I want to get away. Yeah. Oh, or this is the, who did this, Rob?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Get away. Power 105. WAVA. You want to get away, everybody? Yeah, sure you do. Of course you want to get away. Put on these boxer briefs. It's going to be a fantastic time. I hope I'm not stepping on this. There we go.
By the way, the Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary that's on HBO Max, Maurice White was a nut.
Was he really?
Yeah, and not all that easy to work with. A lot of great music, but the documentary left me feeling unfulfilled because I loved the band really bad, and it was not a happy band to be in for a long time.
Really? And
Yeah.
you had Philip Bailey.
Yep, and I think a couple of Maurice White's brothers were in it, and it was a very odd sort of evolution of
Earth,
the band.
Wind, and Fire. You had Maurice White. You had Philip Bailey. Mike Love.
Yep, he's a dick, by the way.
Carl Wilson.
Yep.
And that's it. That's
Pete
Earth, Wind, and
Best
Fire.
for a while, and then they got rid of
the
him.
drummer.
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything without
But I mean,
that
it's
drummer.
worth a look if you want to feel less about Earth, Wind, and Fire.
But I never got to the gist of why I brought this
Oh,
up.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I wrote this down. Is there anything you buy compulsively that you don't need? Now that I am on the Temu and Carla's on the Sheen, I don't know what she buys, but I can tell you what I buy on the Temu somewhat compulsively. I buy sunglasses.
Yeah.
I buy sunglasses all the time because they're $11.
And regular glasses, too, for a while. Are you still
see my
buying regular
latest?
glasses? Yeah. I hope these are like Elton John sunglasses.
Very difficult name to pronounce. I think it's Supkley. Supkley, Supkley. Tell me what you think of these.
I love them. They're great.
Hey, man.
Let's see them in a 3/4 profile because I want to see the arm. Oh, okay, they're wider
Hey.
arm. I have ones with a similar lens, but the arms are nothing like that. I love those. They're good. Are they polarized?
Isn't she lovely?
Hi, Stevie.
Made from love. Dee.
I do.
Using that
There's one
reverb
thing I
today.
buy a lot anytime I see it, and I've returned them, but normally I just tuck them away. Anytime I see a microphone that appeals to me that's under $20, I'll buy it.
You'll buy it.
Yeah.
How many
absolutely.
do you have?
I've sold a couple microphones recently, but I think that from Temu, I've bought probably a dozen microphones.
Josh, is there anything you buy compulsively?
I don't think so.
Attaboy. Candy?
Well,
Candy.
yeah. Sometimes there's too much candy, but that's a need.
A need that you must
And I'll
fill.
go through. Right. I'll go through. I will scroll eBay sometimes and find a new bobblehead or two.
How can you not buy this microphone for $18?
Can
A
you
rip-off
plug it
of-
in?
I can. Hold on one sec. I don't
See
know
if it works.
Mike, don't ruin things by making me test it.
I
But
just
hold
want
on.
to see how it
All right,
sounds. If it
I'll be
sounds
back in a
different.
second. Hold on.
All right. Didn't know you
I
had
be-
to
I believe-
travel to another state. Yeah.
He should just leave an empty cord for his microphones, maybe.
And try them.
I believe
Rob's
this is the one-
microphone show.
I believe this is the SM57 guts inside of that microphone, if I remember.
Let's see if now I'd have to press about 20 different buttons to do that because we're switching. I want a bigger board.
But Rob could definitely do a show showing off his different microphones.
Mm-hmm. What's that attached to? Well, he can't tell us now because
he's got a
It's
pole.
on a microphone stand.
Okay.
And I have to undo it because of the design of it does not allow for the cord to go in while it's on the stand.
Wouldn't have asked if I knew it was going to be a fucking half hour for this.
But I am curious about what we were just hearing him through if the microphone's not plugged in.
Oh, I plugged it into mic 2. That's over on the other side of the room.
I just really thought this would be unscrewed.
So he does have a mic too.
I do. Yeah, but that's a Shure.
Are you done unscrewing it yet?
Why wouldn't you
I can
plug?
make it fit now.
Why wouldn't you plug the new microphone into mic 2 and leave your regular mic up?
Because all of the hold on.
Because all of the wire is run to that and held down with wire
It
ties.
sounds great.
Well, it sounds like a $20 microphone, doesn't it?
No,
it is.
It sounds like, where's that karaoke machine?
Yeah.
It sounds like that.
But it looks great. It's a ripoff of a 55. And what Josh was trying to tell you before is that Shure still makes the SM55. This
Talk into the
Elvis-looking
other
microphone.
side, the back of it.
It's not a directional mic.
I got it. Okay. I understand.
But they put a 58 is the guts inside it. But this is neither a Shure nor a 58 nor a 55.
Okay.
All it has is an on-off
Okay.
switch.
Yeah,
but it's nice to look at, isn't it?
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
nice
you.
big preamp.
All right, now Rob, I'm going to give you a heads up because I need music for the commercials because you have some video. I hate to make you do things at the very end of the show because I know you're doing like 20 different things. So you just tell me when you're ready and I'll do a little commercial and then we'll come back and you can play your beautiful video. But I want you to get settled because I know you have a lot of things that are going on and that kind of overwhelms you occasionally.
Yeah, it does, Mike. You know, I have a very limited sense of direction, and I panic a lot of times.
Kind of like that microphone.
Hey, Josh, is it true that our exclusive Charlie's Choice coffee is still awesome?
It had some yesterday.
And have you been down to the roastery lately? The
I have
Peacock
not been in
or
a while.
whatever it's called, the
I
Red
should go-
Rooster.
The Screaming Peacock.
Screaming
not.
Peacock.
I have not been by recently. They just mail it to me now. But I
Talking
should go
about
by and
Charlie's
check it out.
Choice, the best coffee in the world. You can still subscribe and you can still reorder because it's still awesome. If you're ready right now, prepare for Josh's answer. That's good news. What is this? What playlet did you fucking write for me to do here?
Mike, if you
Explain
stick to the
what's
script, it
going
makes
on.
perfect sense. You
All
ask
right.
Josh, look, read it. It says, ask Josh if it's still available, wait for answer, and then you say that's
Don't
good.
ever do that
But
to
we
me again.
already asked.
Yeah, I did it on my own. I didn't need directions. All right.
I've done it before and you've gotten it
look,
right before.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
be
like to give you
directed
Mike.
by
I don't like
anybody
to
in
give you so much to
Shakespeare
do.
for this.
I don't like to give you so many things to do at the end of
Why
the
don't we
show
try
because I
again?
know it confuses you.
Well, no, I mean, it's just when you write a play instead of a fucking commercial, it's really hard to do. All right. So that's good news that they're still making it, Josh.
Yeah, it might even be available on our website.
Experience it. You got to have coffee, so we want to give you. Were you offended that I was saying I'm giving you lots of things to do? I was
Yes.
giving you lots of things to do.
I had the music ready.
Okay.
I
Sometimes you don't.
I know, sometimes I don't, but I did today.
Okay.
Don't
All
go
right.
there.
Don't go there.
All right. We want you to have great coffee, and we want you to pair it with the best clam fritter. One of them. Hold on. No. Try pairing it with a clam fritter or a stale graham cracker. How's that selling, coffee?
Because
what are you
it goes
doing to
well
me
with
here?
everything. Mike, don't be lashing out.
You're really trying to fool 'em.
lashing out right now.
Even a huge stack of nearly expired Lunchables.
It goes good with everything.
Charlie's Choice makes the best iced coffee you've ever had. And you need that in these hot summer months.
You do.
It's available in whole bean or fresh ground. Get a one-time order or save money with a subscription and get our exclusive Charlie's Choice blend delivered right to your door. So support small business and enjoy a cup of Charlie today. But unlike Charlie, make sure you don't eat the beans whole. That's
true.
a little rough on the colon. Get yours at the TMOS store at tmospodcast.com. Start your day right with Charlie's Choice.
Mm-hmm. Goes good with everything.
I thought you were going to play the Charlie's Choice thing.
No.
Because it's
No, that would be too many things.
yes, it would. The last it's the worst Charlie's Choice commercial ever.
I disagree.
You know when he says,
there was
"Charlie's
one.
Choice."
There was one in April that was worse.
All right. Steaming Charlie, because when Charlie says duh, it's got to be good.
That's right.
What do you have for us?
Oh, I don't know, but it's going to excel. I know
Beautiful
that.
video.
Jerry Todd.
Mike, have you ever seen the kind of vacuum? I see they a lot of times they use them for cars. They put it on like a shop vac where it has a cyclone attachment. So the dirt comes into the suction part, it goes into a plastic sort of cylinder and spins around to separate dirt from separates dirt from solids.
Okay.
Well, there's this lady on YouTube that does a science-based series of podcasts.
Oh, Madam Science.
It's Madam Science, and she had a wasp's nest. Now, bees are good, but wasps, and some people call them yellow jackets, are no good because they're very, very mean. They will sting you and they don't make honey. How did she get rid of them? Well, she didn't want to kill them. She just wanted to, as she said, relocate them. So what she did was suck them up in this vacuum, separate them from the dirt, and then put them in another gun and shot them far away. I'm not doing a great job of explaining it, but I think you will enjoy this.
A small sample of 30 yellow jackets, and we're gonna take this guy. They're all still pretty dizzy. We're gonna attach them to our launch. And we're gonna go relocate these guys. It's time, boys.
And thus we began dispersing them. I kind of wish...
It's hooked to an air compressor, so every time you hear that sound, they're shooting a bee like 50 yards.
Individual yellow jacket?
An individual yellow jacket is being relocated across the yard.
I've seen them use the vacuums to get bees out of a nest, but I've never seen this in the, it's fun for each bee individually, because they're narcissists.
Don't you want to shoot each other, though, with it? Have two people.
It would be so bad if you had a bee. I mean, I've heard of a BB gun, but a bee gun would be
Tommy,
horrible.
you don't want me to get out the bee gun.
So anyway, you can do that. I personally, the best way to fight a yellow jacket's nest is fire. Mm-hmm. If you pour gasoline into it, that'll kill them all. When you hear music on TV, sometimes you just say, I guess that thing always existed. You don't think of a musical theme or background or incidental music actually being recorded. This goes back to, and let me get the year right, 1997, when they wanted to update the theme to Wheel of Fortune. And someone brought a video camera into the studio, and this is being recorded in the control room. So it's not the proper mix that you hear on TV, but this is the actual orchestra recording the theme to Wheel of Fortune. I think this is pretty cool. Big band.
All pros.
Oh, they're big money. That's a big money session right there.
That is so cool. And, in this day and age of AI generated everything, it's nice to see some guys playing horns. It really
I love
is.
it. And I mean, you would never think that they actually had to sit down and do that. So.
Tomorrow on the show, I would love to bring you, for you bluegrass fans, I would love to bring you a gentleman whose name is Michael Cleveland. You can check him out on your own, but he is, I believe, blind at birth, 80% hearing loss in one ear. And if there is a better bluegrass fiddle player, I have not seen this individual.
I gotta
absolutely
see it.
stunning. I'm sorry I'm tipping your hand already with that. Tomorrow I'm going to play a clip of his music. Absolutely, and he really is amazing at what he does. And you can see him. He's got obviously some issues when you see the guy, but boy, absolutely incredible. Michael Cleveland.
Don't they tell him that he's playing a banjo? That's a surprise. Let's close with this. Mick Jagger, as you know, the Rolling Stones have put out...
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him, Josh.
The Rolling Stones have put out a recent album, and they're promoting it. And Mick Jagger was on with the Sunday Today Show and doing an interview with Willie Geist, I believe. And this is fascinating because he reveals his favorite Rolling Stones songs. But the best thing is the tight close-up of Mick Jagger to see the crevices in his face. I mean, those yellow jackets? They might be living in Mick Jagger's face.
Have a favorite Rolling Stones album? I mean, I think Sticky Fingers is really good. I think Beggar's Banquet is really good. I think Hackney Diamonds is pretty good too.
That's the new one.
There's some Rolling Stones albums that have 8 tracks. I mean, you only had 8 tracks. I mean, you had 8 tracks and you were like 30 years old. Come on, what are you doing?
How about a song? If there's one song that you could look back and say,
song. There's like hundreds of songs.
I understand, but if there's one that you say, that is us at our best.
I mean, there's so many different styles. I mean, you're running the gamut of Sympathy for the Devil.
Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name.
Start Me Up. Angie.
It's amazing to see all those clips and realize that's one band.
Look, I know you
all those years.
I know you make fun of the craggy.
Yeah.
Look at the guy.
Oh my God, I know.
I mean, really, what are we talking about? Mid 80s now?
I think 84, if I was forced to guess.
84 and looking like that?
And still occasionally touring and doing live shows and getting it done. I'm a fan. But
unbelievable.
Anyway, the only thing that surprised me is I didn't think Angie would be so far up, but Sympathy for the Devil, we are lockstep on that.
Boy, oh boy. It's like a time capsule, too. It really is.
Know.
I mean, the way you look at him and then you look at the one that Start Me Up, which was during my career when that broke, and I'm just like, oh, God, the clock on the wall. Help me, Rhonda. My God.
Did you know that for Start Me Up, they did that whole session with microphones they bought from Temu?
Temu, yes, great. All right, tomorrow, a little music, a little fun.
Look forward to it.
We got to maybe 11% of what I plan to talk about on the show today, which means we'll have a good show tomorrow, too. We look forward to it. Thank you for joining us in the comments. We appreciate that in the chat room. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please hit the like button on the show today. We'd appreciate that. That gets us more and more and more, and we appreciate that. For Josh Soroka and Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Love you, Pop.
Thanks for listening to another episode of The Mike O'Mara Show. Please remember to click the Amazon link at tmospodcast.com before you shop online. It means a lot and makes the world a better place.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
I pooped my pants.